Hey guys, after explaining this all to my friends a couple times, I decided that it would probably be a good idea to just go over how I put together this homemade stream deck. When streaming, it's helpful to have some of these quick macros just between switching scenes and managing the stream, such as muting your mic and everything. Of course, there's already some consumer hardware out there for it, such like the Elgato Stream Decks. But instead of spending the money on it, I decided I wanted to try to make something out of what I already had. So electrically, this setup is pretty simple. The top board I have here is a testing, learning, prototyping board called a Makey Makey. It's basically just an Arduino pre-programmed with inputs that act as a keyboard and mouse for your computer. The idea is that you can clip any object to the Makey Makey's inputs and use them as keyboard keys. There's actually some pretty cool examples of what you can do with it online just out of the box, such as making a piano using just bananas as the keys. However, the company that makes the board also provides the source code for it online, which you can download. And that means that you can reprogram all of the 18 inputs from the board in the full Arduino development environment. And the second board I have on the bottom here with the buttons on it is just a breadboard. For anyone that doesn't know, breadboard is just an easy way to make temporary electrical connections for testing purposes. So you can just plug all the buttons in and you don't have to worry about soldering anything down or making up a full circuit board. On the breadboard, I just have some of these push button switches as well as the wiring to connect these buttons to the Makey Makey, and that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot going on with the electronics here. So the Makey Makey board is programmed in the Arduino development environment. To keep it easy, I just used the source code from the board and modified it to make the macro keys I wanted. If you open up the source code for the board, this is what you're going to see. I'll make sure to leave a link for that in the description so that you guys can download it and look over it. If I scroll down to the update inputs function, I can show you how I had in the extra keys. So on my keyboard here, I only have the standard 12 function keys on the top row, which most keyboards have. With the Arduino keyboard library, which I'm using for the keyboard inputs, I can also send the function keys F13 through F24 instead of stopping at F12. So looking at these if statements here, you can see that I'm using the pins 6, 7, and then 12 through 15. And those pins there correspond to the function keys F13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, which are the keys that I'm currently using as macro keys. I made sure that I have a statement for both pressing and releasing the key there, and after that we should be all good to go as far as the programming. So then I can just upload this code to the board after plugging it in, and it'll be ready to use as new hotkeys in OBS. Going into our hotkeys menu, I can bring up, for example, switching to a new scene, and then I can press the button I want to use for switching to it. Press the button and the key will be bound there. Going through some of the functions I have set up right now, I have two of these keys just to switch between scenes, one to mute and unmute the microphone, one to toggle the webcam overlay on or off, one to switch to a full view of the webcam as a scene, and one to start and stop the stream. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested in seeing a more in-depth tutorial on how to set this up, if you want me to explain a little bit more of what's going on in the code, I know I kind of went over it fast. Or if you have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments and I can do a bigger write-up on it or do a full tutorial or just release the code that I have for it. For now, remember to leave a like if this was interesting to you and drop a subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of this channel. Until next time, have a good one and I'll see you then.